All right, good morning. Good morning. Welcome. It's Wednesday here on the morning show where we are here to help kickstart your day, get things going, making things happen. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and the Clubhouse. So things are just moving and grooving. It's interesting. Oh, okay, there it is. I was like, I hear people, but I don't see people on the Clubhouse. So that was kind of interesting. I see Martinez now. I see Lucian now. Morning, gentlemen. How we doing?
Morning, morning.
Morning. I don't see Martinez.
Yeah, it's like glitching out or something, isn't it?
I'm
Yeah.
glitching out.
No. Like the app. The app isn't like. Well, I don't know. Maybe you are Martinez. Maybe that's what's going on with you, man.
That's that AI stuff.
Uh-huh.
That digital AI.
That's algae rhythm. Oh man, but hey, it's a good day, good day. It's a cold day here in Middle Tennessee. My goodness, man, I went to the gym this morning, and my hoodie it wasn't enough. It's like darn,
Hate
son.
that when that happens.
Dude, it's the worst, but it's all good. It woke me up pretty good too. So
Yes, sir.
it's all good. It's all good. Well, guys, thank you for being on here. I will go ahead and preface this in the beginning. This is going to be a quick little run by show today. Old JP's got to hop in a vehicle and gun it here in about 20 minutes. So this is kind of a morning huddle. It's a huddle show. Of course, with that being said, y'all are more than welcome to keep the clubhouse open as people join. Even if I have to hop out, you guys take it from there. But man, I just wanted to check in and man, just see how's everybody doing and anything that's on your mind today, anything on your heart today. We're here to kickstart people, right? Get them going, get them rocking and rolling.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, if anything's on my mind, it's just if anything, just sustaining the momentum that we've already had on the most part.
Yeah.
What is it? The second, third week or so, going on the third week, or
So this is the beginning of week 3. By the way, yesterday on our 30-day challenge, that's what Martinez is talking about. We are officially halfway. We're on the second half of this. Yesterday marked the second half. Day 16. Today is day 17. And dude, you're right. We're trucking right along. But I'll tell you this, just being real, getting the real. We're starting to get to that point, in my opinion, where you're really going to start building the hustle muscle. All right, because the here's you a good word. The euphoria of this challenge, I think, is now officially gone. You know what I'm saying? The high, maybe not for everyone, but I'll go ahead and say the euphoria is gone. I'm not sitting here just getting all rah about this. Now I'm in that mode where I'm really starting to build the muscle of discipline. Doing it when I don't want to. Doing it when my body is fighting against me. Doing it when my mind is giving me reasons to quit. Discipline is what's happening now, which is, to me, the more important item to obtain, right?
right.
Do it when you don't want to. Do it when you don't feel like it. Do it when it's hard. Do it when right now you're having difficulty even thinking you would want to do this, right? Like, what's your thoughts? Where are you guys at?
Well, I think you're absolutely spot on. I mean, it's discipline and perseverance, because I think what happens is in that second and third, or our third week, you're obviously have challenged yourself, but be- but it's just like life to happen, that you've got through 2 weeks, and you have uh, injuries potentially, as a result, or of just pushing yourself a little bit more than what you typically do, because you're building, a ideally, if you're not building continuous momentum going forward, you just kind of be consistent. And sometimes, hey, let's face it, this might be a place your body hadn't been here before, and as a result, with some
Right.
strains and that kind of stuff, and you're gonna have to persevere through that.
Yeah.
You just are, you know. So that's where I am. I mean, I'll be transparent. Yesterday, I freaking hurt my back.
Oh!
Oh man,
Man, you okay?
Out. And it wasn't athletic related. It was just reaching down and trying to pick up something on the bottom shelf there, and I think it
At
might
the store?
be because, yeah, over. Actually, I was at Home Depot, and I'm like, where did that come from? And I've been lipping or shortening my strides the entire time. So
Man.
I'll probably be resting a little bit, but I'm thinking to myself, I got to do something, push ups, sit up, something.
Yeah.
And that certainly doesn't stop, me from eating right.
Right, sure.
Making good choices there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I think it's, trying to sustain, trying to discipline, trying to persist. And, if you don't do it, then there's a good likelihood that you probably, or Martinez, could default back to his old nature.
Yeah.
Well, I tried. I gave it an old college try.
Oh, yeah. You know what I love about trying?
What's that?
I say it all the time. Trying is lying. Trying is lying, dude, and I do it to myself. Like right now, Martinez, I'm gonna share something with you. I was talking to Brooklyn after our show yesterday, which was an awesome show. I enjoyed that so much, having all of us just being able to sit there and learn and just hear about other people's perspective on that. But I'm going to be honest with you. Right now, I am considering finishing the last week of the challenge as a vegan, just to give it a try. Now, I make that point to tell you this. I can tell right now my mind is working against me. I'm sitting here saying, oh yeah, I could do that. But I'm telling you right now, I know myself, and I know emotionally, I'm just being honest, emotionally right now, I'm not committed. Right. I think intellectually I am. You know what I'm saying? I think even maybe physically, but emotionally, because, dude, food has a lot to do with emotions, and emotions have a lot to do with food, right? So, I don't know. It's just something interesting I thought I'd just lay before you. Lucian, what you got going? Like, what's going on with you? How are you feeling? Are you still pretty jacked, or are you like, hey, euphoria's kind of gone?
No, today was very motivating. I've been nonstop, with my days. It's funny enough, I was looking at my, you can go back on your Apple Activity app from your watch,
mm-hmm.
and I just started scrolling, and so I was to myself, I'm like, there were months, except for like Sundays or if I was going out, I stopped wearing my watch. Never met my goals unless it was stand goals because I'm at work so long.
Right.
So that's about the only thing I was meeting. And
yeah.
so, but there was just, if you can look at it month by month, and I'll probably post this later, but you can see where there was nothing. There's just few and far days in between to where my rings were closed or you saw any activity.
Yeah.
Until the last month. And it's like, it's nonstop. And
wow.
It's like, that's motivating in itself.
Yeah.
But something I've thought about is, I thought about it running this morning because I've ran every day. And it's like, maybe I should just take a break. It was a long day yesterday with
yes.
activities. Got in bed late. But then it's like, I don't know about you all when y'all are working out. I remember years ago when I took plyometric classes and I did insanity workouts. Your warm-up was 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm like, this is a warm-up? I'm ready to end my workout now.
I'm done, bro. Bro, I'm gone.
But you get to that, for me, it's between 12 and 15 minutes, I feel my body kick in.
Yeah.
It's like I'm warm now. Now I can keep going. Because I was like, hey, I'll do 20 minutes, and, but when I got to that 14 feet, I'm like, nope, I feel good now. Let's go. And so then I thought, That's kind of how this challenge is. And of course,
Yeah.
we go back to our fasting days. It takes 14 to 21 days to create a habit. And I
Yeah.
think that's what we're going to see by Monday is like, all right, I'm locked into this.
Yeah.
The results I'm seeing from 21 to 30 days, and I looked at my calendar today. I'm like, if I do this and I see these results now, what's going to lie ahead in October, September, and
Mm.
by January 1st? How am I going to feel about myself when I look back at this last year and what I accomplished?
Wow. Lucian, man, you've just helped me this morning because number one, I'm when I hear somebody tell a story like that with the mechanics, or the enthusiasm rather, I'm looking at the mechanics and I'm thinking through that and I'm like, you know what? Lucian found inspiration by going back and finding his past wins. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so like I think that's what I need to do to kick that. Like, hey, where was I a month ago? What you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna tell you, you're exactly right because this morning was one of those mornings where I was just like, I'm doing good and da di da and I don't know, well, but you just said it like I'll just get there, right? And just getting there, I remember I was doing this was my weight day and I was doing the bar. And I remember thinking to myself, like, 30 minutes ago I said I couldn't do this, but here I am doing it. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, yeah. And I think tracking is so important.
No kidding. Like, you've inspired me on that.
I don't do the scales as much.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me, but I've posted pictures. I mean, I've taken pictures of myself for progress.
Yeah.
Because that's all how that's my perception in my mind is how I've always looked, and so I just want to see the results because sometimes you see yourself every day, you don't see the results as much until people start seeing you and they can tell a difference.
Yeah.
But tracking is so important, and because that's a motivator. Like a month ago, I was like, I'm scared of the scales. I'm scared of a measuring tape. I'm not doing it because I didn't have that confidence in myself. Now I'm like, I'm going to be calling the hospital because last time I was at the hospital, they weighed me, and I want to know where I'm at now. So,
dude, that's good. That's good, man. I got an inquiring mind.
The thing is, I told Charles today, I'm like, you just have to keep going. You're not going to get there overnight. And then it just starts clicking. Like, I went back to, I have my routine every day, every other day. Tuesdays, arms and back, but
come to Papa.
I'm like, man, I went up 2 plates today on all my routines and upped my reps because
that's awesome.
I was like, man, I can really tell the effects. Not that it's nothing great, but I can see it working.
It's working.
You have to give this thing time. It's not. It's like a doctor I followed when I started the ketogenic diet. He's like, it took you 30 years to get in this bad of a shape. You're not going to get in great shape in a week or a month's time.
Right.
It's going to take
That's
some
a great
time.
point. That's a great point.
Dude, that's so good. That's so good. See, this is why you got to hang around with good folks that are doing things that, number one, you want to do, things you believe in, but because it's what I heard one guy say this one time, and I think it's what kind of really inspired me to be like, get around good people, like really sincerely, because he said, dude, everybody falls off a program. Everybody. Like, don't even kid yourself. But it's few and far between are those who can quickly get back on it. And yeah, and so for me, like, I'll just be honest. This morning, man, I woke up, I text the group morning, and I hit that snooze. I was like, oh, just a few more, I didn't even take my own advice of just get right. But my man hooked me up. Sir Charles, once again, coming through, hooked a brother up, and I got there. So I'm saying, like, back to that conversation we've had, bro, you got to get some people around you because you can't do it by yourself. There's gonna come a time you're just, you know what I'm saying? You got to be around some folks that want good for you, and by the way, you got to want good for them. Like, you got to contribute. You got to throw in.
It's a
You got to
support system.
Yes, support system. It's beneficial for everybody. So, man, that's just awesome. I love that. Thank you, Lucian.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Well, guys, it's 20 after. Like I said, this was going to be a short one today, and I do hate that, but we'll be back tomorrow, 7 a.m. By the way, POM watchers, and Souls Harbor for that matter, don't forget, Bible study tonight, 7 p.m. your local time, whether you're in Eastern time for Souls Harbor or Central time, Point of Mercy. And by the way, if you're a believer and your church is doing Bible study, dude, get in there and support your pastor. Number one, he's worked very hard for you, but let me say something. It's for you. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up. It's for you. Even if you're like, man, I don't know. Like, even if you don't, like, if you're not a churchgoer, believer, whatever, dude, you got to hop in on a Bible study. Just see what these people are talking about. Don't get your information from Google or the person that, you know, got burned by a church or whatever. Like, check out and see what some good folks are actually doing, talking about, learning about. You might be surprised. But we're excited because I know for us, we've got our pastor, Pastor Denny Livingston, rocking the Bible study. By the way, be in prayer for him. He's got chemo today, so he'll be doing chemo and his aminotherapy. Is that how I say that, Lucian? Aminotherapy? Or, I don't know. I'm ignorant when it comes to medical terms. But anyways, I think it's pretty awesome that we got a pastor. That dude, he's like, hey, I'm on my mountain climb, but I ain't stopping what I'm doing. So I love it. He is inspiration. He is a living inspired baby. So plug. Sorry, I just showed him my mug. But hey, I love you guys. Be blessed. Be great. And we'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Take care.